you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't like pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta hit the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's like a key ingredient, is belief. We'll see the negativity, but I just gotta like that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 you got mine, but even I can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
Yo, 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 what's happening with it? What's happening with it? We got a jam-packed one tonight. It's going to be a long one, man. We'll be hanging out tonight, man. A little bit, some time. Then I got Echo as myself. We going to hang out, get into a lot of stuff. I got a lot of receipts to show y'all, like old receipts, a lot of good stuff, man. You know, first and foremost, man, like the title says, and I know y'all been seeing it, seen Barbecue Lady in here, big, massive, Mondo. Shout out to Barbecue Lady and Granny's watching. You know, you gotta love two women, right? Two women. They ain't loaded, they ain't rich, and that's no dig by any means. Taking down a whole motherfucking intelligence agency. Just them dudes are hiding under a rock. Ain't nobody seen them. Ain't no trolling going down. Nowhere ever. Man, it's all crumbling down. That is karma, slapping them biatches right in the face as deserved. You know, you think about this thing, you look at Not Bright Media, you know, with the whole Bill Cosby shit. We've dug into the Doug Papa stuff. You know, the smears work. All this fuck shit does work. It does work. It's worked in the past. But then they come over to our little community that we share, true crime. And Barbecue Lady ain't even like in it really, right? They felt some type of way, right, about what two women said. And they thought, oh, we got this little true crime shit. We've done celebrities. We've done all these smears. We've been doing this for a long time. No, hell no. Hell to the no. It ain't going down like that. Backpedal, monkey wrench game, eat a dick as deserved. And man, court is Tuesday. I don't know if it's going to be a continuance or whatever. Who knows? I doubt anything will be settled. I don't know about that type of stuff. Don't take that for truth or facts. But man, look here. Them hiding under a rock. It literally tells you everything you need to know. everything you need to know. And you got to give it up for Barbecue Lady and Granny's watching. This is the main thing, man. You know, I don't really know Granny's watching like that. Like, we're not like the best of friends, right? Not and before this stuff happened, it's not like I disliked her or not. I just didn't really know her. But you got a creator who's getting, you know, threatened to be quiet, not talk, silenced. No, it ain't going down like that. I'm really disappointed that a lot of other creators didn't stand in the paint for her. It don't matter if you like her or not. It doesn't matter if you like her or not. What matters is you stand up, grab your balls, use your voice, and help her, because if it can be done to her, it can be done to you. Amen. And nobody did that. Some did. Don't get me wrong. Some did. A lot of people on Twitter that don't do YouTube have been awesome for both them women. You know, I just really am disappointed at a lot of people, man, because the outcome of this, man, changes the game. You ain't you can't tell people what to say. It's just not going down like that. And two women reversed their fuck shit, and you gotta love it. You gotta love it. So shout out to Barbecue Lady and shout out to Granny's watching. I wish you ladies the best of luck on this upcoming week. I hope you guys get everything you're deserved for everything you've been through and for trying to be silenced. That's how we're going to open this one, guys. Who's in the house? Paula. What's up, Danny? I'm sorry I scheduled it. We're a little bit late. My bad, man. You guys know how I am. I missed something. Shelby Lane came through before the live started with $5. I appreciate it. Could you two be any more? Happy Valentine's Day to you two. I'm always late, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Paula, I appreciate it, Paula. Yeah, listen, man. We're gonna be hanging out late tonight, y'all. We got a long one tonight. What's up? What up, Skunky? You guys maybe said no, man. Everyone's damn. I guess I was really late, huh? My bad. Notifications on, y'all. Notifications on. We got Ernie Shell out of jail. He is free. I have done extensive exposés. What's up, Trust Jesus, on Josh from the lab in the past. I've brought you guys recordings. I've brought you guys multiple of his survivors. I've showed you some a lot of his patterns. But it's been a while since I showed you guys the communication between him and Don Wells. And I even found an old text between Betty texting me in reference to me and my wife. Now, you listen to her whenever she does bring up White Boy on YouTube, right? I want you to really see how she feels about things, right? Now, I got a lot of old receipts I'm going to bring out tonight. The Josh thing, when we get there, we'll get there. Tonight is not about Blue Gumballs himself, but Josh is a piggyback YouTuber. And what that is, you know, he piggybacks off Chris McDonough. I found receipts on Chris McDonough too, for the people who have not seen. I came prepared tonight. We have a lot to talk about. But he also piggybacks off another guy. And guess who was in contact with one of his survivors? Josh piggybacks off this doctor guy, some doctor guy. But the patterns of behavior that this guy does and Josh are identical. I mean, look, people, we have receipts tonight. People are doing live streams and texting women for titty shots and ass shots. People, we got it all. We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot that I'm missing. I got a lot to show y'all. You know, I had planned this live for a little bit. Look, there's a couple morons, clout-seeking idiots on the YouTube streets. A couple lives ago, I think that lady Jones has made the thumbnail as a racist or whatever. You have the lady that doesn't show her face. Chronicles of the Shady. She might as well not have a face. She's yet to see Brittany J face plant in the keyboard all of 1 million times. She's also never heard about the razor blades of Josh. Nothing. But she sees everything else. These people with the racist narrative is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Blue Gumballs too, right? It is no secret that I've been to prison. I have a million YouTube videos explaining my experience in there. When it comes to the internet and YouTube or Twitter, if you really want to know my feelings, I kind of hate white people a little bit. White people get on my nerves more than anybody else. Not all white people, but the woke morons that use this racist word. Okay, look, I've been to prison. Okay, I don't know what they expected. When I went to prison, you're either fucking or fighting, and I didn't do no fucking. So I didn't. I'm not gonna get into the whole politics tonight about it, but I was running with a gang in there. I didn't formally join the gang. I'm not a patch member or nothing, but I ran with some people in there, and I got a tattoo. I got a couple tattoos, right? The thing is, that is like in the past so bad. The tattoos that these people will try to convince everyone that I'm this horrific racist, they are the furthest thing that I agree with. I don't agree with socialism. I don't agree with dictatorship. You know what I mean? I like Trump.
Babe,
Yeah.
allegedly, Brittany called me a racist for watching you. I'm still black. I said, so my response in chat is, so who are you supposed to be racist against?
That's
How
crazy.
does that make sense?
I have no idea. Allegedly, Brittany, she's allowed to come over here tonight. Jones is allowed to have the link tonight. Chronicles of the Shady can grab the link. Josh from the lab is allowed to have the link. This so
follow up the shit they talk.
This put me in a weird spot because I did say this, that I would do this, and on YouTube, if I mean what I say and I say what I mean. But when it comes to YouTube, I have helped a lot of people of all races, of all colors. I'm telling you, it's the white woke morons that is the only people looking for clout or anything like that, right? If any of those creators or whoever, let me say this first. I know plenty of people, right? I guess I can contact them and have them come up, but nobody wants to sit here and watch anybody like justify or kiss my ass, right? Explaining anything, right? So that's why I take myself out the equation. Here's what's not going to happen. Any of those people ask for a link tonight. And if they do,
I wish they would.
They could have a simple argument with somebody to prove their case. But it's not going to happen, people. So I'm just going to dead this right now because I don't need to prove that I'm not racist. Like, where's the clips of me saying all these racist things? It's ridiculous because I made an egg roll joke. Like, if you're that sensitive, that's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure I could sit there and watch your content for hours and find something that hurts my feelings. But you know what I do? I change the channel to shit that I don't like. So I'm not even gonna do that. But what I am going to do is occasionally have people come on the panel on my lives. Because I used to do this a lot, especially up and coming channels or just friends of mine on YouTube that have channels. I'm occasionally going to have people come on the panel, and I want people to specifically go get the creators who have said that I'm this horrific racist and invite them on the panel. I'm not going to do internet boxing with these people because they want the clout. They want the clout, right? It's easy for you to hit start and stop on your phone, right? But come up here. How big is your grievance? You're very opinionated on it. Do you have any passion behind it? Do you mean what you say and say what you mean? No one is going to ask for the link. I am like a fucking psychic, right? And if they do, God bless their soul. I'm not in it. However, we're gonna leave it there. So we got Ernie. Ernie is in. Ernie got out. Valentine's Day. Keep forget about it. Exactly, Bams. So yeah, let me show you this on Ernie real fast. Ernie Shell got out of jail, I believe. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. One of the biggest scammers on the internet. I guarantee he's gonna grasp to the Sebastian Rogers case with all the. Oh, he was actually doing it before he went to jail. Now, for those who don't know, there was a thing called Dildo Gate for a long time, and this belongs to Ernie Shells. This was in his possession. Now, if you look at this, there's big old dildos here. There's black ones and brown ones and purple ones and red ones. Then there's grease over here. There's a strap on over here. There's belts over here. I don't know what this dude was doing, but he's got a whole suitcase of friggin' dildos. That shit's got to be tampered with, sideways, bent in, pushed in, blown out, and everything in between. Literally, this is literally his property. He probably had a fucking field day in the pen. Again, I wasn't fucking. I was fighting. Don't know about Ernest. However, since I'm right here, let's have a look-see at this real fast. Who's this from? Andra. What is she shit? Now this is going back a few years, y'all. But I'm going to get the voicemail and everything else. I'm gonna start putting together a lot of old receipts and make a video of it. Anyway, Andra. I'm the blue, she's the white. Stuff. It's neither stank in or maybe someone called. Be safe. I don't know what that is. My end of my text. Again, here goes her. Again, Jonathan, Olivia, and I didn't have anything to do with that. And I'm very sorry for the feelings hurt and why I made Marissa reach out to you. I had no idea when I heard her bring both your names up today, me and wifey, that she didn't speak to either of you and you didn't give permission because she reached out to me. So again, I thought this was all above board. I would feel the same you both feel if it was done to me. So I do understand. I just hope that your frustration is directed correctly because it's not fair to the three people that had nothing to do with what transpired today. You know, y'all are my friends, and I would, in caps, never put either of you in that situation. I do love y'all. Take care, and we'll keep you updated. This would be from the Bullhorn Betty when they went to Tennessee directly after the Petito case to the Summer Wells case, and then they got Don fired and everything else. I ran across this today as I was getting Josh from the lab, his conversations that he used to have with Don. And you wouldn't believe some of the stuff. I'll show you one. We're not going to get too much on Josh yet. He's going to be later, and we're going to do a lot of it. Blue Gumballs himself. But this is Josh to literally Don Wells. I mean, if you could look at the top here, it's 829. He's got AT&T, Joshua Griffin Diaz. He's the white, Don's the blue. That's a fact. So what's up with White Boy? You should ask him, Don says. Why is he railing against me right now? We had a great conversation last night, I thought. Well, whatever, you know. I thought, but I'm not going to say anything. Good luck. There's a lot about White Boy to a father with a missing child. For some odd reason, he is thinking about White Boy a lot. And I'll explain why I got these receipts tonight. Just want to read you this last one. What's bullshit that you dumped a couch? Don says, whatever, man. This conversation's over. I'm tired of arguing with nutcases. Josh, why did you go cry to White Boy? Maybe I will call TBI and you can show them where that couch is. I'm sure they'd like to know. So I'll explain Josh's little shenanigans with these texts in a little bit. And he did a privacy report last time we had a live about Josh because he had a problem with me showing you guys this. This would be him smelling his own farts. But I did find some other photos that were taken by a PI. We'll share them as well. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about that too. So there was, give me a second on the comments, guys. I want to touch on a lot of stuff tonight, guys. It's going to be a long one, right? I see Cross in the chat. I would like to react to one of his videos. But quickly, I don't know when this video I did was, but months and months and months ago, this is an email that I received from this nutcase. Her name is Pierre Bradley. Pierre Bradley. Pierre Bradley contacted me, which we're going to read real fast, breeze through it, and sent me photos. But I'm going to tell you about Pierre Bradley and her shenanigans in this case. So how many of you remember it had to be 5 months ago when I did this live? The live says, I'll drop it in the chat. The name of this live is, Shelby's on the screen.
I'm going to play it.
So the name of this live is Reviewing Email I Got from Team Seth Contacted to SCSO. In this live, I did not give the person's name, nothing like that. But this person is definitely Green Team. Okay, definitely Green Team. Here's the live that I did then. Let me just make sure the date on that. Streamed 3 months ago. I'm sorry. So 3 months ago. That's important because why is that important? Well, let me just bring you guys up to speed in case you weren't subscribed 3 months ago or you forgot or whatever the case may be. This lady, just so you know, she's all over the Green Team on Twitter. She's all over the Green Team on YouTube. And she's got screws loose, but it's very interesting what she writes me here. That's why I did a live about it. But let's go back. Very weird. And I caught some things, so just stick with me on this. So, Pierre Bradley is her name. She says, the audio is attached that I cleaned up to the previous email under Wednesday. I've been trying to compare possible vehicles from the sounds on the audio match an older car. Lights do. I think it could be similar to an Oldsmobile Cutlass. I'll show you why in pictures below. Do you see the light on the side panel of the one on the right? Look at the one on the left. It's there. The audio is under Clutch Them Pearls. Just add audio. Remember to turn your phone down to cancel out the static. Now, quickly, I don't know what the fuck this lady's talking about because here's the photos I get. Here's a picture of a Cutlass and that light video. Okay, you have this is she's circled something. I guess an older car. I'll post these on my community after the live. Then you have this. So 3 months ago, this lady is editing audio and playing with pictures, right? Oh, it's better. It gets better. Watch this. And she sends me this. It's Chris Proudfoot on Facebook, it looks like. Yes, I'm confirming that the dogs had the scent that led the construction site. No signs or evidence reveal Sebastian was there. Please keep in mind that the dog tracking isn't credible as you think. The idea that someone hurt Sebastian and threw him into a wet, fresh paved driveway is funny. To bury a body in concrete, it would need to be at least 12 inches thick. Secondly, You have to smooth out the concrete. Okay, so he's basically debunking what somebody said. Okay, I don't know how that's any type of evidence. It's common sense. Let me just read the room real fast because this next email that I'm about to read is very telling. You guys know who this nutcase is? One in the chat if you've seen Pierre Bradley on the streets. She is a legit nutcase, and here's why. I kept her name out of it, but she's stirring the pot like a motherfucker. I don't like these people who start shit, and try to play all this email, just a bunch of tragedy pimp behavior. So I know you don't like Seth's team, but it was very much needed. Yes, there is a computer here in law enforcement and rich people that are family associated. You and I know people don't just disappear. So I'm not sure what all info you have on the case, but remove the story the Proudfoots gave. Go off the evidence alone. It's them, the, what is this? Not Sumner County Sheriff's Office. SCSO knows it's them, but until we see what kind of condition Sebastian is in, we don't know what to charge them with. Right now would just be false police report. They don't know that he is hurt, but they know who's responsible. So the evidence, have you seen the surveillance footage? All three of them. I can send that over if you need. The audio, no, it's not the same camera, but there is other cameras in the area. Other cameras in the area. Other Ring doorbells in the area that would activate it. I'd put money on it being the house closest to the car or the one the lights go up beside that. I'd know blurred on Google Maps. It wasn't before. I can send you over a message I have from a dear family friend that works for the sheriff's office. He is overseeing the Portland side of Sumner County. My Tennessee people, please pay attention. That car took Happy Hollow Road, which connects into 31 East. Then he could be anywhere along those Sumner County. That car, hold on. That car took Happy Hollow Road, which connects to 31 East. Then he could be anywhere along those highways. It's nothing but woods and rock faces. Even he has told me here, I'll quote him. You and I both know there is something up with those parent stories. People don't just disappear. If there was any scent of Sebastian, they would have something to go off of. There's also no surveillance other than this mystery car sitting in the road that walks up to the witness statements. They mess around in the trunk for a bit. Then one light goes back to the back door as it reaches the headlights. Come on. The car backs up and leaves. But the audio for sure tells you who it is. There is no other situation. It matches and does match the reactions of the lights. Lesson number 1 of homicide. People in the evidence doesn't. Please keep that in mind with the audio. Turn the volume down to 60%. You will hear it. I only cleaned it up this little bit of it because this has a name in it. Yes. See if you can hear it. So there's audio there. And then I get all these photos, which I'll put back on just so you guys know that I read everything. But this lady is playing with images 3 months ago. And I double checked, right? Guess who made a big thing about audio and turning audio down to 60%? After the 3-month period. The guy that wears makeup and has pearls in this channel, Justice for Nobody 100% got the audio from this nutball. So I'm wondering, well, it's without a doubt. It's without a doubt. I'll go back. I'll give you the date of this email and you guys can look at it yourself. So if we know that Justice for Nobody got this such a stupid audio thing, and he kept saying, turn it down 60%, turn it. He was like emphasizing that so hard, right? This lady also with the photos. Now, here's the thing. I don't know a Pierre Bradley. She's not a longtime subscriber of mine. She's not been subscribed to me for years. Just out of the blue, this person subscribed to me and felt compelled enough to write me this long story and try to give me a narrative to run with. Because, hey, look, for what it's worth, Justin did it. He took the bait. But who is this Pierre Bradley? Who is it? Like I said, Pierre Bradley is all over Twitter Green Team. Pierre Bradley is in Betty's chat, Justin's chat, the lab, and all those people. Who is this Pierre Bradley? Is it even a woman? Is it even a woman? I'm wondering if this is not Bright Media. That's what I want to ask you guys. I really wonder if this is not Bright Media, because she's obviously lying. If 3 months ago she wrote me an email and says that she's got family in the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, and they told her something before the email. So over 3 months ago, some family member in the sheriff's
family in the sheriff's office. I got family in Rikers. We got something in common.
How come nothing's happened? Where's the arrest? So this is strange. I just want to ask you guys, with all that said, maybe it's not Bright, but I know you guys remember Justin with the audio, and lately with these images, I'm so glad that I went back to these screenshots and all this old stuff. This is crazy to me. I think it is. What do y'all think?
Cold, hot, old, and half dead. My body hurts.
Them or Betty. I could see Betty doing it. I could see her. One in the chat if you know who Pierre Bradley is. Just for I'd love to know. Been a long time. What's that AK-47? I see it's facts or opinions. We're gonna review one of his videos here in a minute. I just want to read the room real fast. I'm gonna have up my guest up on panel. I hope you guys support his channel.
I was stuck on that channel this morning.
I know him cross a long time. Good dude, good person. We have good conversations. And I want y'all to support him. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna get into a lot of receipts and stuff. But I just want to read the room real fast. So y'all don't know who that is, huh? Sus knows. Unless this thing is behind on. Sometimes StreamYard's gonna be behind on the comments. So I didn't say her name back 3 months ago when I did that live, but as I started to see her, and she's real nasty on Twitter and stuff, I think it is not Bright. Don't know though. I don't know, but it could be Betty. You know, telling. It's crazy though. I don't know what this is. She's trying to say it's a bunch of dumb shit. It's just a narrative that makes no sense. Let's go back up to this. Here it is right here. So this is Pierre Bradley, Sunday, November 3rd. Okay. Yeah, but that was that first one. I gotta go back to the email because so I got the information. I did a live, but then she started being real weird about shit. Let me go up here real fast. What else we got? Here's some common sense for you before I bring Cross up. This is a basic Google search. What happens if a restraining order is broke in the state of Tennessee? A violation is charged as a Class A misdemeanor, which can be punished up to 11 months and 29 days in jail and fines up to $2,500. Aggravating factors are involved. The penalties can be even more harsh. For example, violation including physical assault, you could be charged with a Class C felony.
Physical assault. So how are you supposed to get someone up like that?
It looked different on my phone, but let's look at this. Hold on. Here it is. Violating a restraining order that involves a firearm can result in additional charges, jail time. Who remembers they took her gun? Because she did bring the firearm when she crossed state lines. But you may lose certain rights to possess firearms. You may be held in jail for a minimum of 12 hours, but up to 12 months. Class A misdemeanor. It's interesting with the gun thing, though, y'all. Interesting. All right. Anyhow, so y'all don't remember Pierre. $10. I see this loon on X. I see her all the time on X. You probably don't watch the more on green team channels, but I'm telling you, she's very argumentative. It's too much. Like what are you? Like what is this? Like the audio, these weird images. It's crazy. It's crazy. Never heard it in the stars. Yeah, Pierre Bradley. That's it. Doesn't look like it's a screen name. I think that's her name. I appreciate you, Shelby, again. Yes, not. You can't. Anything. They will do anything. All right. The encircled object is a cement drain culvert to the right, about 12 feet, and automated silver. Yeah, that's narrative. She could be like obsessive, just some weirdo nutcase, or I just think it's probably I think that's not bright because they're watching my stuff and what I say and write me an email. I know you don't like Seth's team. Like that's how you come to me. And then you're like pushing this audio thing so bad. Like I cleaned up the audio. Like why clean it up? You know what I mean? It's somebody who knows how to edit good, right? The picture on the profile of this lady, she looks like she's about like 60 is the avatar she uses on her YouTube and Twitter. Maybe, late 50s, 60s. And I'm not saying somebody of that age doesn't know how to edit or whatever. Sure, there's people who do that, but I don't know. It looks to me like this is shenanigans. It looks like this is an alt account and somebody stirring the pot. And this is earlier on. It's not like ancient 3 months ago, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. What's up, Kels? Strange comments for sure. All right, so I'm gonna bring Cross up for a few minutes. We're gonna go over a little something, and then after he jumps down, man, look here. You guys are gonna learn a lot about blue gumballs. I'm talking about a lot about him. And we'll get there when we get there. I got it. That's going to take us a little bit of time. So, I noticed no clout seekers, none of the weird woke people with complaints are in the comments requesting a link. I told you I was a psychic. This is how this goes, people. This is how it goes. But regardless, they are invited. Please spread the word. There you go, Cross. There's for you. So we're going to jump over here. Quick like. Let me get it on the screen.
On the chat now.
Who is it?
I just got facts.
Yeah, Noel just dropped his link. If you're watching this on the replay, I will have his link, his Rumble channel, his YouTube channel, all that in the description box. Do you have all that? Pause this real fast.
Pounds.
Oh, your browser lost connection. I hate what this at. All right, no problem. All right, let's do this. Bam. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Bomb. I'll drop the link again right now. You know, off subject real fast, but man, I hate to say this, people, but Stephen Stearns, man, that dude's trying everything he can to get out of that death penalty. I think that his lawyers actually have a case with the phone, man. I don't know if you guys heard this or not. Stephen Stearns, man, you know, they found all that pedo shit on his phone, you know, and there's body cam of it, and there's a recording of it, there's audio of it, where the officer says, like, I'm gonna take your phone, and he's like, you know, all right. I'm just saying this because of it's Florida, and I hope I'm wrong, but man, Florida has like their laws, man. Their laws with that, like a lawyer can pick apart, man, a lot of stuff a police officer can do. You know what I mean? As far in sale charges, they do that a lot. You got to have audio, you got to have video, you got to have audio, video. You know, a lot of charges get dropped because the audio is messed up, or you know, you meet somebody at the Home Depot and you park like this, crooked like, so they can only see the back of your head and you're slumped over. They don't see any hand-to-hand transaction. There's no money and the audio is messed up. So the charges get dropped. But I was listening to Plunder break this down. The lawyers, they're asking for a lot of shit, right? And I'm not saying he's going to win all of it. But as far as the phone goes, I hate to say it, but man, they may have a shot of winning that. But this guy is claiming like there's not enough black people on the trial. Jury, I'm sorry. He's claiming that like religious things. He literally had the nuts to say something about his human life, the value of his life. Like, dude,
oh my god,
what about Maddie's?
I was infuriated when I heard
Yeah, it's crazy. But if you guys ain't up on it, man, a lawyer is his lawyers are reaching hard, man. They're asking for everything in the world, man. They want 2 separate trials. They literally want a trial for the Chomo stuff, and then if whatever the conviction is, they want a separate trial on if he's found guilty. Like that doesn't even, what the hell? It's crazy, man.
Why should anybody care about his life? He destroyed this little girl's life from the time she was 8 years old, and then he took it from her, and now she's no longer walking this earth because of him, and we're supposed to fucking care about his life? Fuck him. Bro, I hope he chokes.
I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. All right, so I don't know where Cross went.
Man, it pisses me off. How fucking dare he talk about regardless?
Did he jump out?
Fucking scumbag piece of shit. I wish I could go
So,
to jail. See his
let me get you guys' comments. It's okay. We can get to Josh now, and then we'll take a break with it when he comes back. So let me do it like that. Let's do it like that. No problem. There's this new guy too. Have you guys seen this one? That's McDonough, Joshua. Oh, babe, I need all that ladies. I need all the correspondence, all the creep ass text messages. I need all that. I'm missing it. Just
I don't have any of it.
Here, it's right here. It's all on this email. Go to the email. Just download them from the email and share them right to Twitter. So they'll be at the bottom.
You want me to edit the shit, right? Or you want me to just leave it as it is?
Yeah, edit her name. I don't care about the dude. Fuck him. Edit her name. Keep her safe. So here's an interesting post from the TBI. This has got to do with some stuff we're gonna talk about. This is sextortion. You are not alone. Don't send more images. You are not alone. There's help. It happens. Oh, there goes Cross. Okay. Bam. So bam, and then bam.
Salute.
What's up, man?
Salute. What's up with you?
What's happened? I thought you dipped out for a little bit. You there? You there?
Can you hear me now?
You're I heard a little bit of it. The end of it. Yeah, the screenshots and the yeah, so they can get the whole story. I think it's your mic. All right, he'll be back. Could you guys hear him? I only heard him say, "Can you hear me now?" Like the now part of that. Could you guys hear him? What's up? I'm that bitch mama there. What's happening? So sextortion, the TBI made a post.
What does sex tort mean? Sounds fun.
Damn, I don't even know how I want to get into this with Josh yet because he's gonna come back on panel. I'll tease you guys. I'd rather just rip into it all at once.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better, much better.
Great. Hey, man, salute to you guys, man, to the chat. Happy belated New Year's and Christmas. I know we talk a lot, but we hadn't talked in a minute. Again, salute to y'all.
Back at you, man. You and Mikey, man. This is a good one here with this court stuff here. I like to play it, man. We just go over it real fast. This is the new channel, right? What happened to
Can you?
Yeah, it's cutting out again towards the end. Are you using a webcam? Well, already. Can't hear him either. Yeah. Text him. I don't know what he's using. All right, we're going to wait for him to get right, y'all, before I get into the Josh stuff. So here's the stuff with Josh. Important to remember tonight. I'm going to show you some stuff. I'm going to show you how he talks to a father with a missing child for years, right? I'm going to show you how he incorporates nothing but drama in the text, right? But as far as like, and a few pictures and stuff like that I got, these pictures were given to me from a woman who had to deal with this fat and freckly dude, right? Romance scamming her. I've played it in detail. Okay, and you guys are aware of this. Well, it wasn't her. It was another person that he ripped off. That person hired a private investigator. This is why Fat and Freckly got really mad about a month and a half ago when I showed you guys the photo on live of him smelling his own farts. He did a privacy report on me, and I karate chopped it in half and drop kicked it right back to his fat and freckly ass, because that doesn't count, bud. Doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Another weird woke white person. You want the manager. I know you want the manager, but it doesn't work like that. You have to know how to do this thing here. So that must have made you feel like this big, but rejected. And just for that, we're going to show two more tonight, all from a PI. You might wonder, like, what this guy do for someone to retain a PI? Well, hey, we'll get into it.
Matt, can you hear me now?
Way better, man. Way better.
Great. Salute to you guys, man. Happy New Year's, belated New Year's to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you allowing me to come on here and represent your platform.
Always, man. Always. Same to you. This is the new channel, right? You still have Cross Podcast, correct?
Yeah, I've got the plug. I got the plug podcast by Cross Shard still going. I'm gonna get that back started again. I got a pretty big following on there now. I got Is It Facts or Opinions? So
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's one right now that I do video uploads. I talk about everything from what's going on in the world. You know, talk about people that's in jail, changing their lives and things of that nature. So there's a lot of different things. I do interrogations, body cams, parole hearings, all those things like that. What we need to be talking about in the world. You know what I'm saying?
right on. All right, I'm gonna play this. I just hope it works with it. Should work. I don't know how good it's gonna come up on screen that I had that
Okay.
what was up here. It should be all right. Let's see. So
Okay.
this is the channel. I'm gonna drop it in. Noel will drop it in chat. If you watch this in the replay, I will have it in the description for sure. What's up with this? Stop sharing, view, stream. Okay. So
this video right here tells a lot. This video, if you look at the title, she was a child. He was of age, and this was a underage girl where he was up for parole hearing. And a lot of people don't know. We don't see that through the parole hearings, what those guys go through or the charges they got. So a lot of times we got to protect our kids more than anything. So I just thought this was very
100%.
interesting. The fact that he was up for parole hearing and he ended up doing something that was very heinous for a child.
Cross, what state is it? Do you know what state it is?
I want to say this state was, I want to say Connecticut. I want to say that, but I would have to go back and verify. But it's a parole hearing for basically a Chester, in other words.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably say something within it. All right, let's want to play it. Let's hear this.
Okay. All right.
How did that happen?
Y'all let me know about the volume and stuff.
It all started behind a message in the phone.
With a 10-year-old?
Yes.
Now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so
I
you're
was living there at the time, yes, ma'am.
right. And so you're texting this 10-year-old?
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.
You got this link, babe?
Welcome to another Facts or Opinions where everybody's got a fact and everybody's got an opinion. Now check this out, man. I need y'all to hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Just imagine, man, this world is filled with a bunch of sick people.
For sure.
A lot of people that go to jail, we don't really realize what goes on when it comes to these parole boards. Now, this one right here, we got one that's really messed up. Now, this guy's trying to get out on parole. He had his aunt speak on his behalf. And again, this gets crazy. Imagine a 35-year-old with accusations and was charged with messing with a 10-year-old and trying to get out on parole. Y'all check this out and tell me what you think.
Damn.
Okay, yes, sir. Mr. Jones, I'd like for you to tell me how you got that charge of aggravated 2 counts, because that's what your actual charge was. How did that happen?
It all started behind a message in the phone.
With a 10-year-old?
Yes. Then,
You were living there now, right?
yes, ma'am.
And so
I
you're
was living there at the time, yes, ma'am.
right. And so you're texting this 10-year-old?
No, it started behind a text in the phone. And the phone that she had, it was for somebody else. And the person that they gave it back to went through it, and it had a text in there that said that that my mom and dad is fussing, and that she won't be able to have sex with her dad tonight. That's what the text said.
That's
and in the phone, and it all and stuff just start transpiring according to that.
Yeah, it is.
Right. And who found that, Tom, by the way? Was it
So
an
if you can
aunt?
pause that, Matt, I want to
Somebody
give
like
a little
that?
bit. I want to
No,
give a
the
little bit
mother
of
gave it to
dialogue
the
to the
ex-boyfriend.
situation as well,
Okay.
so the
Yeah.
viewers will know.
And so that's when
So I want to let
Go
people
ahead.
know. So what happened was it wasn't his actual daughter. What happened was he's the stepfather or I don't know. He's the boyfriend or whatever. And so he had been messing with his girlfriend's daughter for a while. What happened was she ended up getting a cell phone. She gave the cell phone to one of her exes. He went through the text message. When he went through there, he noticed that was the text. The text said, I'm not, my mommy and daddy is arguing, and I'm not going to be able to have sex with my father tonight. So that's what he's explaining, how it all came to be, and it spiraled down. The fact that her ex found the text, and he's not the father, but he, of course, played the role as daddy in the house. So I just want the viewers to understand that as deep and as sick as it is, there are people out here. I don't care whether you're black, white, purple, or green. I speak on all spectrums because one thing I tell people, and I mentor to hundreds of kids, it's not the kid's fault. So imagine you're grooming a 10-year-old with the intentions of doing foul to her. And the sad part is the mother not being aware. So I just wanted to, put that out there so we can continue with this so they understand.
All right, let's get back into it. Y'all can hear it good?
So, yes,
I
sir.
can make it bigger if y'all can see it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
discovered.
Yes, ma'am.
And they decided to check with the daughter to see what was going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did the daughter tell him at first what was going on? She was only 10 years old.
Yeah, at first she denied the allegation because it was me, her grandfather sitting down talking, and she denied it at first, but afterwards, when they took her to the hospital and found out that she was been tampered with, and that's when and everything else just escalated from there.
Yeah, that's what I read, that the child was questioned in front of you as to whether or not it had happened.
Yes, ma'am.
That's traumatizing right there. So then they go to the hospital and they examine the child.
Oh, geez.
And they find out, in fact, there had been sexual intercourse. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So where do you get involved in that?
Well, I was there. I was living there at the time.
And so you did it or didn't do it?
I mean, I'm guilty of the charge.
Right.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to get to. So you're the one that had sexual intercourse with a 10-year-old, right?
Yes, ma'am.
10 years.
Okay. And you were what, approximately 38 years old at the time?
Jesus.
35.
Oh, 35. Okay.
Yeah, like that
She
was a big
10.
deal. 35.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how many times did it happen?
Twice.
Twice?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Twice too much.
Okay, let's see what else.
Way too much, bro.
All right. And so then that charge, which was actually aggravated rape, it got pled down to forcible rape. Am I correct?
He pled down to
And
avoid
both
trial.
of those were 2
Right.
counts.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, had you gotten aggravated rape, I know I'm thinking by today's charges, an aggravated rape would be a life sentence.
It's exactly why he pled down and took the
That's
time,
right.
and now he's trying to convince this board to let him out. You got to be
You gotta be freaking insane,
all
bro.
parents. It looks like too.
Come on, bro. Like it's sickening.
I'm looking
for
at
him,
this
and then,
panel here, and it looks like yeah.
oh, you're gonna get. It's gonna get
Grandparents.
where they have somebody where they're gonna have an aunt that try to justify for a grown ass man saying that she's gonna be there for him. But if you're not living in the same area, how the hell are you gonna be for it? Again, we got to remember. I always say it's not the kid's fault. I don't give a shit about him. It's the fact that one, you have to be truly remorseful. And when he said, "Oh, I wasn't 38, I was 35," it's
Yeah.
Wrong is wrong,
Like
bro. And that's why I try to tell people about this, what's going on in this world, that you got a person like that to get out that's on parole. We don't know. He looks like an average person, but he's really sick.
Yeah, there's something not clicking right, man. I don't even believe he can.
Right.
That's a whole different thing, man.
Right. How would you be able to rehabilitate yourself if that's your inner problem?
Yeah, I don't believe that that they can. I believe that there's some that's just my personal look at it.
Right.
I believe chomos, pedos, it's not normal. It's just not normal, bro. And I don't know how, like, you go do just because you get incarcerated for a little bit, how that is gonna change you to be better. When you get incarcerated, man, it's gonna make you worse. You're gonna go up there. You might be a petty drug dealer, nickel and diamond, and you go to prison or something, and you're locked up with none but plugs. You might get out of prison with so many hookups that you never knew, all across Florida or whatever state you're in, because they send people wherever across the state. So people in different counties and sides of the state. And you could learn how to do all types of different criminal activity. So it makes you worse. You know what I mean?
I hate to cut you off, Matt, and a lot of people don't know, and you've been incarcerated as well as myself in our earlier years. The thing about it is, incarceration does not rehabilitate you. What it does is sharpens the skills for you not to get caught. The whole goal is for you not to get caught. And that's the sad part. That's why a lot of times in prisons, it's a revolving door for a lot of criminals, because they hone in on their skills. And you do the most criminal activities in prison or in jail cells that you can do. You're the most innovative because you have enough time. And that's the scary part. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's so true. All right, let's get back into let's see what she says here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And so you would have had 2 life sentences had you gotten what you actually did. So now you've been played down to 20 years, and it's for 2 counts, and they're going to run concurrent. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to me about all this? I mean, not just me, everybody, anybody.
Yes, now, I'm true to apologize for my actions and my wrongs and I've been sitting down to have time to think about everything that I have done, and I'm truly apologize for it, and sorry that it ever happened and it ever crossed in my mind to even think about doing something so foolish as that. And I'm sorry for hurting those that I have done it to, and the family of those that I have done it to. And hopefully, deeply they accept my apology and forgive me, so I could strengthen myself to strengthen others.
Well, let me tell you something. The word you keep using twice, that it was a foolish action, you used that word, and now you just again said foolish. What you did was not foolish, it was heinous, and it was cruel. And we just had a young lady, that appeared that something like this happened to her. And I've heard other young victims say the same thing. They just simply don't recover from it because you stole that baby's innocence. I want you to know that it is not a foolish action. It is a lifelong action to that victim. You robbed from her something she will never get back. The victim was only 10 years old. God. And you also have strong opposition from the sheriff's office. That is all I have to say. So it goes to whoever would like to speak next.
Mr. Prater, you have any questions?
No question.
I have no questions also. Is the board ready to vote?
Yes.
Ms. Stapleton?
I vote to deny because you need more time there. I didn't notice that you had any sex offender classes. You do have a lot of classes, but I didn't notice sex offender classes. So if I'm wrong about that, I hope that you will get some sex.
Is that the thing
classes.
with the bottom cross?
And
On the left and the right at the bottom?
What now?
I think you need to spend more time so that you can accomplish at least those goals, and you just haven't served enough time.
Is that the you said the aunt's gonna come up here and speak
Well,
on his
she
behalf or
was. I
whatever?
think
Is that is she on the right or the left?
Yeah, she is. She's going to be on the right, but I think what she did was, I think I might have clipped it. The aunt came and spoke on the behalf and said that she would be there to, give him the moral support and the fact that she wasn't living there, but she would give him all the moral support and financial support. And I think again that didn't go well with them because at the end of the day, is like, how can you help him if he's not living next to you? Like, what good can he do for the community? Because one of the things was they were talking about he can do a lot for the community. He can, think about it. What can he do for the community if he is a Chester and he's a registered Chester? He can't be around kids. What the hell you want to tell a child?
Exactly. Yeah, he can't. She just wants to financially support him, straight enable this guy. And man, listen, man, it's no. Hey, man, those type of people, man, they reoffend a lot, man. They got a high rate of it. That's why I don't believe they can be fixed by it. Listen, man, if it ain't clicking right upstairs,
right,
it ain't clicking right upstairs, man. They know you can't bring it back to the shop. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
it's how it goes.
It's also the fact that during the whole time, the first thing, if you really was remorseful, you at least tell the people, like, first of all, I ruined. Like, I don't think people understand. That's why I mentor a lot of kids, because I say it's not their fault. At 10 years old, you have there's nothing you can do to change it, but you have to truly acknowledge you ruined. Like, think about it. If his target was a 10-year-old, imagine that he was already looking to groom this child.
Oh yeah.
Like, it doesn't, like, people don't realize it doesn't happen instantly. So he was a predator.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he premeditated 100%. this prey.
Yeah.
And now you destroyed a baby at 10 years old. So what happens, let's say 10 years later, and she goes through a lot of crime? Nobody always reflects back to the trauma that was created back at 10 years old.
That's so true. He got convicted when she was 10. Who knows how long he was, like you say, he was grooming her, or how long it was going on before that. There's a case we were just talking about with this guy, Stephen Stearns. He was
he said, you do this for 5 seconds and I'll let you play with your phone.
Yeah.
And took video of an 8-year-old girl.
8 years old, yeah.
He took her life.
Oh my God.
So in this one, on this one, it's crazy because everybody, there's a lady who had a on and off boyfriend. Okay, they had broke up a lot. Isn't out of Orlando, and she would send her on and off boyfriend to go sleep in a different room with her daughter, who had a father from a different man. So it's not like the stepfather, even that, it's an on and off boyfriend. And then the speculation
so basically, was she soliciting her child to lay with these guys, basically, for what? Like, it sounds, because I looked at a story. I got one. If you pull up on my channel, I got one, and this is different, but I'm gonna give you guys an example, and maybe you can pull it up on my video. There was a mother that a 21-year-old in Atlanta. He was selling doing a private arm sale. So he did the private arm sale to a 19-year-old. Now the police end up pulling this 19-year-old later on. The 21-year-old went to go sell. They couldn't find him. Later on, the 19-year-old got pulled over in the 21-year-old's car for driving reckless. When they pulled him over, they looked in the passenger side. The 21-year-old who owned the vehicle and the firearm was dead on the passenger side. They took the 19-year-old to the jail, and they said because he cooperated, they let him go. And there's no charge that's been filed.
Crazy.
I'm telling you,
Crazy,
bro. Like,
man. It's crazy.
This world we live in is so crazy. And like I said, again, I do stories like this. I do stories. And the reason why I appreciate you looking at this story, because again, think about it. A 34, 35, I don't give a damn what it is. You're robbing a child. And a lot of people don't understand it's big business in that. A lot of these predators catch these guys because these guys are so into this. And I would think that, you know, the old saying is hurt people hurt people. So you got to be a sick individual to look at a child and want to have anything to do. There's nothing on a mental level besides you're manipulating a child. That's the only thing you're doing as an adult to a child.
Totally weirdo stuff. Totally weirdo. Y'all Cross does a lot in this community, man. A while back, he was in the paper. I posted on my community wall. He made the paper, man. He does a lot in the community. Met him through Charleston White. You know, you guys know Charleston does a lot in the community as well. But I want to hear the rest. I want to hear. There's what 1, 2. There's 3 other people. There's no way he gets even one yes. I mean, I highly doubt it.
Right. I mean, you think about it, like even, and again, the fact that he sits there and says that he has changed, like what? And then he hasn't even taken any sex offender classes.
Yeah,
like
nothing.
That's crazy.
He just wants to get out. Yeah, he has got no help whatsoever. But again, I mean, what can they offer him? But he's just trying to work to get out. Sick people, man. I'm gonna play it. I want to hear this vote. So she gives him a no. Is that his attorney or who's underneath the woman in the middle?
So I think the people, towards the bottom right would be his aunt. I think I can't remember because it's been a while with that video, but I think the person on the left not necessarily was the victim, but knew the victim, if that makes sense. So they actually said that they didn't never say that they don't think he should be out. They do acknowledge that the fact that he did it. That's why when he said this situation, he said, well, it was a heinous. Like you never said that what you did was heinous. Like, I don't even think about it. They said, how many times? Like we said, one time's enough. That shit's sick to me. I'm sorry, but twice. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it.
Sick fuck. All right, let me play the rest of it.
Heinous crime.
Wow. So what do y'all think about that, man? Again, you're talking about a 35-year-old man messing with a 10-year-old girl, texting her. Not only that, engaging with this girl, had the young girl sit in front of him and deny it. And then once they went to the hospital, they found out. And like I said, how is he going to get rehabilitated? Why is that the system allow these type of people like this without any programs before you bring them out? You know what I'm saying? Not being to castrate something, do something, implement something in there that we can protect these kids. Man, I tell y'all, parents, anybody, protect these kids, because you got people like this. This man was living, and women, watch who you have in your home. This is a 35-year-old man that was messing with a 10-year-old child. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Is this crazy? Can we do more? Can we do better? We got to protect the ones that can't protect themselves. So y'all make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe. I want to hear what y'all got to hear about this or say about this. Peace.
All right, so I dropped the video. I got the link in the chat. Let me go over here and get the channel link. if I can here. Yeah, right. This. Let's see. Right here.
Yeah, so and again, I appreciate everybody taking the time, just taking the time again with the video. And we got to be aware that at the end of the day, kids are innocent. They do not have a voice. I speak for those kids that don't have a voice because at the end of the day, it's not their fault. And kids are you only do what your options allow. And I can only imagine at 10 years old, would that child ever trust another man?
Yeah, there's so much trauma and her. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. Hate to even think about it, man. Probably drugs and all types of stuff just to numb it. And there's all types of stuff going on there, which is so fucked up. Like she said, he robbed her. You know what I mean?
right,
It's just
right.
it's sick.
So think about it. Like I said again, I use the example. 10 years later, if she ends up getting incarcerated and she has to, you know that, Matt, when you go to jail, you have to do an assessment. She's never going to talk about that because that's a trauma. But guess what? That's a reflection of how she made it. Now, if she ends up being a non-statistic, then guess what? We don't know that because she'll never talk about it. But she really is a true testament to what happens to kids. Because again,
Yeah.
I tell all these women around here, men that again, y'all come as a package. But at the end of the day, if a man does not treat your package as the same, or you have to spend more time without putting that child involved. And again, don't jump out there and just put a child in front of a man because you need to really know him. Because a lot of times, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying most women will jump out there because, hey, everybody wants somebody. But you got to remember, there's an MO to everything, especially in this day and age, you know,
100%.
especially. Yeah, especially. And I'm not saying when it comes to people that's been incarcerated, because some people are rehabilitated, but those type of people, like Matt said, and I say it again, how the hell you can rehabilitate when you're not taking any programs? And at the same time, I don't even like, again, you being a man, Matt, you being a family
Yeah.
man and a husband and a father, I can't even see a man even want to even mentally getting turned on by a fucking, I'm sorry my language, by a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I
It's just
can't
not normal.
I can't fathom that as a man.
There's not a class that motherfucker could take anyhow. That shit is not normal thinking. It's just there's no fixing that, man. He's not wired right. And it's just he didn't even have any accountability, man. I mean, for Christ's sakes, at least go in there and say how, you know, what his actions did and how it's going to impact. But the girl, somebody said she'll never trust anybody, you know, but what can he really do to go to the billboard and say that? So, I mean, these people are sick fucks, man. It's just crazy. They are. And
it's always going to keep happening. It don't matter what you do to one person, how many different ways, they're still going to figure out how to do something else and be just as fucked up and twisted as they are. He ruined that little girl before she knew what she wanted to be for fucking home.
Yeah. You know, me and Noel, I don't know if you remember this. We went in Florida. There is a little village. It's called, what's it called, babe? It's called Miracle Village.
It's crazy because I was going to ask you, have you ever been? And again, I hate to cut you off because you already know. People don't know it's a trailer in Florida. It's basically a little subsection neighborhood of all Chesters that's there. That is
Me and Noel went there. We went live there. It's on my channel. It's called Miracle Village. Wow. We went there. It's 2 hours. Listen, the thing about it is, here's the thing. It used to be the sugarcane. Because I was walking down the streets. It's not a big community, but it's got all types of weirdos in there. Massive raping a lot of people, chomos, everything. I'm walking down the street, and this old black woman, she had to be about 70 years old. I got a. It's on my channel. She asked me for some help, and I remember walking up to her, and I'm like, "What the hell did she do?" So she like wanted me to move her radio. She was real old.
She
And yeah, and I was like, are you all right in here? And she was like, yeah, I'm all right. And then I asked her something else, I forget. And she goes, nah, child, I've been here 60 years since the sugarcane days. You know what I mean? So yeah, and if you Google it, it's got history. It ties into the sugarcane. But yeah, it's crazy. A village of chomos, pedos, and they're up on YouTubers going in there because they.
Well, you had to come looking for me.
Yeah.
You were
So
It's
question,
crazy.
question I have for you and Noel: how far is this isolated neighborhood from? I ain't gonna say population, but from where they could be closer. Like, is it like isolated completely or what?
No, there's news stories that it's in Belle Glade, Florida, and it's about literally 3.5 miles from an elementary school, and it's about 2
Damn.
miles from a corner store. And there's guys,
just go walking around like everybody.
yeah.
Like, no, there's normal everyday
So-
people around kids all the time.
Yeah, so it's a big YouTuber named Tyler Oliveria went there, and he did it. He got millions of views, and
Right.
he interviewed everybody in the community, and people do not like those guys because not only do they live in this little trailer in this little village that they call Miracle Village, but these guys are they move in packs, right? So there a lot of them are fresh out the joint, this and that. They got all these restrictions. So when they go to they literally live with each other. They all work with each other in the area there. So they're always together. When they go to the store, which is right down the street, they go together. So people don't like one chomo, not let alone fucking 5, 6 of them, right?
Right.
When I went there, my big thing was I was looking for internet, right? And here's what I'll tell you, they got it. When, yeah.
I was getting ready to walk in the house and you yelled at me.
Yeah.
He come outside with his cell phone.
Yeah. So we were walking around. I was asking him questions, but I'm looking on the roof on the side of the houses, and I keep seeing Xfinity. I keep seeing internet connection. They're not allowed to have any internet. I mean, these are like, yeah, dude. So it's fucked up. They all got phones. How are you not allowed to have internet, but you got a smartphone? You know what I mean?
So
like,
I got a question to ask you based off of that. Do you think that there are, and again, this is me speculating, do you think they're federally funded, almost like if they were in jail, but at the same privately funded from, whether it be federal funds, meaning as in they have all these amenities and they're not supposed to have it because one is people do not expose them. Like, do you think it should be a bigger exposure of that?
There should be, but let me tell you how they got around it. They bought the land from the sugar cane stuff. And what they did is it's privately owned. It's it's like a small trailer park, but there's houses in there, there's trailers in there. But what they did is they took imagine like a 55 or older community. When you walk in there, they got the little pavilion where they have their meetings and stuff. They have their bingo stuff. They turned that into a church. So now they got religion. You see what I'm saying? So now they got that private. Yeah, man, it's crazy. If you dig into it, we did it a couple years ago. We went deep into it. It's a big wormhole. It's gross. And then I found out there's another one that's in Florida, but this one is like all tents and stuff. A guy named JLR went there to that other one, but yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, these people are sick, man. It's nuts. It's nuts. Crazy as hell.
Like I said, those are the things I talk about on my channel. Like, if you look on there where you just posted that third video next to Charleston, that one just happened, which is going viral in Detroit, where a woman who, again, my whole thing is, again, I watch a lot of, I'm different. I watch a lot of interrogation shit. My thing is something is fishy about that. Well, she had, if y'all guys watch it, it's in Detroit, a woman was 29. She, for 4 months, she was homeless. She was sleeping in a van. She went to Hollywood Casino in Detroit on the 9th floor, she ran, I guess, quote unquote, ran out of gas or no money. And then the kids were sleeping in the van. She woke up the next morning to take them to take one of, get them up for school, allegedly. I got to say allegedly. And then when she woke up, she noticed the 9-year-old was deceased. On point of going to the hospital, she realized the 2-year-old was deceased. He only had a pamper and a shirt on. But then at the same time, they froze. Allegedly, what happened? Hypothermia. They froze to death. They froze. And she's crying since she didn't get any help. And I tell anybody, right is right, wrong is wrong. And when you watch it and she gives her interview, I feel like she's guilty. Like, I don't care, like, whatever, how many kids you got at 29, hey, that's what you did. But again, it's not the kids' fault. You could have pushed and dropped the kids off and done something else. A 2-year-old and a 9-year-old, especially a 2-year-old. A 2-year-old, when you check and give them milk or whatever, how the hell did a 2-year-old freeze to death in the back of a damn van?
Yeah, that's absolutely 100%. That's crazy as hell.
So that's
all right, man. This actually was good because it kind of rolls into where I'm going next. Not that deep, but the subject is good. Hey, y'all check this channel out. If you catch this on the replay, it will be in the description box. He's on Rumble. He's got a few YouTube channels. I have them all linked. Babe, you drop it. I dropped his channel.
Yeah, and I appreciate, and again, I appreciate to your chat. Salute to y'all, your chat. You guys are great. With White Boy Lockdown Radio, like I said again, I've known Matt. Matt's a great guy. I've known him for years, man. And one thing about him, his heart is bigger than his head. All right, so a lot of times you always got to don't charge him for his head, but charge him for his heart, because he really is a good dude. A lot of people don't know, and a lot of stuff we keep off the internet. I get on him. I got on him today. He's my friend, and I told him keep a lot of that shit off the internet because he's bigger than that. I know him personally, and I don't know what people might paint of him, and we both know that this is the internet, and a lot of stuff, we are content creators. So we create content for you guys. But I want y'all to understand, it's like a movie. When you see a real actor and you can start saying, man, I hate him because in this movie, he did this, that means Matt is great at what he do. So if you guys got anything hateful and y'all want to put any kind of tag on him, I'm here to tell y'all, I always tell him, he good as hell. Yeah, he good. He like Charleston. I call him the white sector, Charleston White. Y'all get mad if y'all want to, and that's okay. Because as long as y'all keep supporting him and pushing him, I know one thing about it. Matt don't bullshit. He keep it straight, and he goes straight down the line. And that's one thing I respect about him. So I just want to, say that I appreciate him because, again, he's helped us in the background that I would never even tell y'all. And I know some people we want to hear that, but he knows. Like, he knows. Like, anytime he calls me or calls Dewberry or calls Charleston, we're coming. Because at the end of the day, it's hard. Him and Noel, they're family. We're family, and that's just what it is. So anybody else can give perception or whatever about him, but we're family, and we're going to always be that past the internet. So I just wanted to say that.
That's real. We love you guys.
I appreciate that, man. And likewise, man. Y'all support this man. Cross, known him a long time. Good stuff. You won't be disappointed. He's truthful. I'm big on creators that are truthful. You won't be disappointed. All right, man. I get a hold of you. I wanna do something with you tomorrow with on that Rumble thing.
You already know we're gonna do that. And again, salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share it, put it on your community page. Again, White Boy Lockdown Radio will be here, and it's gonna be here for life. And it ain't going nowhere. Damaged goods with no regrets ain't going nowhere. So I just want to say that. Salute to the family, and y'all keep growing, man, because y'all doing big things. And I appreciate y'all for let me bless your channel.
Yeah, man. Thank you
Yes,
for coming
sir.
up. Anytime, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all, check him out. That's Cross, man. He's good people, man. So sometimes it's hard to get a guest. I kind of wanted to do that in the beginning, then start the live. But like I said at the beginning of this, we got a lot to talk about. But I like honest creators, man. Known them a long time. So support them. If you guys catch us on the replay, the links will be in the description. Support them. Good dude. Truthful. No scams, none of that stuff.
Great channel.
Just always dropping game.
Amazing people, and I believe in them wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I always have.
So we start this thing off kind of bouncing around. We went there, which is good, right? Because it's a sick subject with all that, with kids and all the grooming and all that. But we went there, right? We went there. So we're gonna take it back to Blue Gumballs and his text with Don. I'm gonna show you some pictures that the PI did. And really, this live, like I said, it's about Josh. He's always trying to cling on to McDonough and this Dr. Bruschetti. What's his name? Dr. Brucato. I put the sextortion thing up there. We just had Cross on with grooming. So this is a different thing that people do on the internet. I've had Jenny. I had Jenny on on an interview with Josh. She's told you a lot of her story. Before Cross jumped on here, there was a woman who also got scammed by Josh, and she had to hire a private investigator. Okay. This dude dates his subscribers from the UK, from all different countries, right? It's really weird, okay? He does something called a romance scam is what Josh does, okay? What's crazy tonight and what you're going to learn is Josh is like a name dropper. He likes to throw that Chris McDonough guy out there. I can't stand that dude. I don't know who Dr. Bruschetta is. I don't want to support him. I'll never watch his show. But Josh is always bringing that guy up like he's some wonderful dude. I'm going to tell you about him tonight. Not me, but a woman is. You're going to learn that. You know, while this doctor guy's on panel with Josh, the dude is asking the chick for titty shots and ass shots, and she owes him this, and it's all crazy, people. You know, Josh's credibility, man. This dude is this dude. He can gaslight people really good. I don't see him. I debunk him, and you'll see through his own conversations with Don that I'm on his mind. If we think back to Jenny told us that he watches all the drama. He's a horrible liar. He doesn't know what a pound what pound the weed is. It's crazy as hell to. I think he's like a failed comedian, like the guy Doug is. Like he tries so hard to be funny, and it's just so dry. It's so dry. It's not natural for him. My opinion, but what he does to women on this platform is wild. That we know. I just want to show you about his buddy tonight, okay? And to show you guys some receipts. If you guys are new and if you're just now joining, I showed you guys an old Andra receipt from before they went when they first got to Tennessee in the Summer Wells case. But
those type of people hang out together and they brag about their accomplishments together. And if you think that just because he's a doctor or whatever the fuck he wants to be, that he ain't showing your conversation and your pictures and videos to the other scumbags, you're wrong, because they thrive on that. It's their trophies, it's their bragging.
So you got,
victimize anybody that lets them get close.
before I do this, do you guys know who I'm talking about? I know most of you know who Chris McDonough is. I've said it in the past. Chris McDonough is a scumbag. Why? Chris McDonough,
Dirty ass cop.
he got sued for trying to force minors to admitting to a murder that they did not do with illegal techniques, with illegal all types of stuff, people. He then doubled down on YouTube and said that was a complete fabricated lie. Web sleuths came on my panel when Don was on once and apologized to Don because she believed Chris McDonough in his coverage of the Summer Wells case. It didn't take much Googling to find the lawsuit. So you have Chris McDonough, million subs, whatever. I'm going to show you a receipt of that too. I mean, this guy is supposed to be like law enforcement. He may be retired or whatever, but you never really fully put down the badge. How do you know?
You're supposed to be able to have faith and trust that type of person and the
Minors.
what they represent forever until the day that that person is no longer walking the earth. You're supposed to be able to trust that they will help to protect.
I would.
All they do is use that power to hurt and victimize.
I would really call on the internet to help me with this. I would love to interview, if they're willing to come on. They're not kids anymore. They're fully grown up now. I'd love to interview them if they're willing to do it. Because it's one thing for me to show you a receipt about what McDonough did, or lawsuit, this and that. It's another thing to hear a testimony and a story. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's all types of.
Kids were, and they held them in that police station in that interrogation room for 3 days. I think it was.
Yes, receipt king I am. I come completely correct, and that's what we're doing. What's up, Beer Can Island? Did you see that receipt on Andra? I'll show it again at the end. I think Cross got out of here. Oh, wait, is that no? So what's up, Mitten Mama? Glad to see ya. All right, let's get into it. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna show you Josh. And then we're gonna get into his friend. I kind of have it in order, but that's why I was showing this before. Like I said, man, it's not quite what Cross was talking about, but you'll see what I'm saying. So with the private investigator was hired. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Look, he's fat and freckly, y'all. Very fat and freckly. Look at this guy. He's always talking about people's looks and this, and he's big as a house. He is big as a house, y'all. And this is, I mean, he gets mad now. He tried to privacy strike me. It's not my fault that you are smelling your own fart. I mean, what else are you doing? You're outside. You're a big old dude with those. Look at those little stub legs he has, and the titties, and the titties. Is it COVID? Like, what's happening here? Anyway.
T-Rex arms ain't long enough to get the ball. She's out in the
So I have 1 million of these, y'all. But I just had a lot to talk about tonight, so I didn't grab them all. But we will be reviewing a lot of stuff. I just grabbed a couple that I saw my name in, right? And I tried to keep them in order. So what you have here is, look at the screen. In the middle, it's Joshua Griffin Diaz, AT&T, 8:13 p.m. Then you have a phone and a video. And then you have looks like there's some type of snowflake. Isn't that funny? He's got snowflakes as the background. And at the bottom, you have the emoji. You can hold that down to do a message. Yes, I'm describing Facebook Messenger. Why is this important? Is because when I first started talking to Don Wells, after reading specifically Josh's messages, I figured out what he was doing. And what that was, you know, if I was to write a message to, let's say, Cynthia, right, on the screen, on Facebook, I could write Cynthia and I could say, hey, Cynthia, how you doing? And her response would be, hey, how you doing, white boy? I'm doing all right. And my next thing I say is, Cynthia, you're a real asshole. What you were doing in chat the other night was just irresponsible, and I never want to see you back on my chat again. Like, I can't. I'm disgusted at what you were doing. I would send that, and then obviously her next text is going to be like, white boy, what do you need? What did I do? Now, if I unsend my message, so it'll delete, right? So now what did I just do? I just altered the conversation. So it's not natural. So essentially, I'm the crazy one to tell Cynthia she was doing something that she's not, but I'm getting a reaction out of her, right? So now if I unsend my message, Cynthia looks crazy, unstable. Well, wouldn't you know? Don is not a tech dude. He hangs drywall. I had to teach him this. So Don, stop talking to these people on Facebook Messenger immediately. Don't do it. He was notorious for this. And I have screenshots of the exact examples. We'll probably, they may be in this, but I will definitely bring them on next live. They may be in this though, because you can tell. And I had to teach Don. But anyway, for what I have tonight, why did you tell white boy I said I knew about a concrete slab? That's a lie. It was the couch. Tell him the truth. Then he calls Don at 8:42. Fuck it, let's air it out. You know goddamn well we didn't talk about no concrete slab. Tell white boy we talked about the couch. So this guy, he thought he was like pet detective by having a theory that there was a blue couch and Don hid Summer in the blue couch, and then Don brought the blue couch to the dumpster, or the disposed the couch, or this and that. Some theory that he had. It's so moronic because the TBI has his data. They have his data. So they have his GPS location. They know exactly where he went. So this guy's harassing Don, and he didn't even understand. He didn't understand what Don was telling me. He just got all offensive, and he's very mad that Don is telling me about him, as if like, watch like the controlness here and like the manipulation skills, right? Keep in mind it's a man, so it doesn't work as well. But just to give you a little thing here, right? If you take, he says, if you take TBI to the couch, I'll never cover you or Candace ever again. Oh, well, that's nice. But we both, so there's no response. So 3 hours later, but we both know you won't. So I have your blessing to lay out my theory, ? In public. Ask Candace too. If you say no, don't, I won't. This is a complete text thread of Joshua talking to himself on Don's messenger. Have a look at that again. Josh is in white. You don't see any response from Don. Let me show you that. Let's roll back to the last one. Oh, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. This would be on this too. This is him. This is all him as well. He's just talking to Don. He's just sending a message. There's no response. So this is the second one. Here we have a conversation a little bit. Well, no, they know people have a big mouth. That's a fact. So what's up with white boy? Here I am again. You should ask him, Don says. Why is he railing against me right now? We had a great conversation last night, I thought. Well, whatever, but I'm not going to say anything. Good luck. Your wrong business. There's that arrow thing there. Can't see what Don's saying. It might be on the next thing. Okay, I think I just read. Oh, here we go. Something different. So now you have him. Did TBI ever ask about the couch? Don says no. Why would they? They have his data. He says Fred Hill. Don says, I just talked to them. Did it go good? Josh says. They don't give me information. That's why they want information. How many times have you heard Don say that on my panel? Of course, that's kind of lame. They talked to you today. Like, this is what these tragedy pimps do. Don says, you're in the wrong business if you can't take some criticism. Josh, I don't care about what that guy has to say. Nobody watches him anyway. Well, I don't know why you asked him 3 times then. If you didn't care, you wouldn't even bring it up, fat freckly. He's growing, and in truth, Don responds. That's good. You run off to tell him we're texting. Why? I thought it was going to be private. So now I guess I don't have to be private. As if he has this wonderful dirt on Don.
He owes them nothing because they
Exactly.
were loyal to him or his family that day.
So he says, I was trying to help you. Don says, I got way more important people to deal with. Y'all have the same MO. I told go on your own. Don't act like CM, but you don't listen. You're real popular now, so go with it. Mark my words. It's not like that, Don. It's just a matter of time, and you'll stab me in the back again. I'm dealing with a bunch of psychos, and I don't know. Anyway, there's more. So it's interesting how we're on the third thing of white boy here now. Don says, because it's all bullshit. He says, what's bullshit? That you dumped the couch? This guy is hung up on this couch. Whatever, man. This conversation's over. I'm tired of arguing with nutcases, Don says. Why did you go cry to white boy? Josh is very concerned that I'm talking about him, people. Can we all agree on that? Maybe I will call TBI, he says, and you can show them where that couch is. I'm sure they'd like to know. I was trying to help you. Now, keep in mind, people, this moron did call the TBI. Could you imagine calling the TBI when they've twice told people, please stop calling us with shenanigan tips and only credible information? But just take that in for a second. They asked the public twice, hey, only send credible information in. This guy is such a pet detective. He doesn't realize that the same agency that he's calling has already scrubbed the Wells data. They have hit all their location, all their text, all their emails, everything about them. How much time they use this app, what websites they went to on incognito and regular mode. There's nothing you're getting past them. But the one of the most simplest thing is your Google Maps account. It's in your data. So if there was if there was said couch, they would see, okay, he drives over here and stops. Maybe we should go over there. Or he drove to the landfill on this day to dump the couch. There was none of that. This is like not a concern of the TBI. It's redundant and stupid. But he then called them multiple times about this great pet detective idea after hassling a father with a missing child and after hassling a father about how this guy is missing his daughter. So this idiot like texts himself, right? And then he's like, what about the blue couch? Like, who wants to hear about that? You just sound dumb. And you can hear Don. He's like, bro, you sound like a nutcase. And the conversation bothered you so much, you told White Boy. Don says, why do you people think I have to answer to you? I don't even have to answer to the TBI if I don't want to. But they're welcome in my house at any time. And they don't blast everything on YouTube for clicks and views. Tell them about your stupid theory and that stupid blue couch, and then they'll come out and want to see it, and I'll proudly show it. So it wasn't that Don was crying to me. It was that this is a ridiculous and stupid theory. He was like, it was very, I specifically asked him. Like, what is the big deal of the couch? I'm like, that's the most dumbest thing I've ever heard. So it was more or less, I made a thing of it.
Yeah, you're like, why is he so focused and concerned about this couch? And Don was like, I don't know word for word. It was a while back, but he told you about how that story went.
Yeah. So on the screen here, looks like it's cutting off the way that I'm sharing it, but you have Michael Crow, Stephen Crow. Oh, I forgot to tell you that they were brothers, the minors that Chris McDonough tried to force to admit to a murder that they did not commit, held them illegally away from their parents, used illegal tactics on them, illegal devices on them. But the top here is the plaintiffs, and there's a lot of people here. You can see my cursor. This is the top. The bottom here is the county of San Diego, the city of Oceanside, and number 3 says Chris McDonough, defendants. This guy literally got on YouTube and tried to double down that none of this happened.
We watched it. When we can find it again, we can watch it and post it up for everybody. We want to see it.
Really?
They actually did without parental guidance or any kind of adult figure.
So as I was looking for the Josh receipts and about to get to his other friend, that he always is, he's always using Chris McDonough and this doctor guy for his glory of his channel that he thinks is so big. It's barely bigger than mine. I found this as I was going to get these things for you guys. And I still have way more Josh stuff, but I found this Andra one really quickly. I read this earlier. It says, this is Andra. She says, again, Jonathan, Olivia, and I didn't have anything to do with that. And I am very sorry for the feelings hurt and why I made Marissa, Molly Golightly, reach out to you. I had no idea when I heard her bring both of your names up today that she didn't speak to either of you and you didn't give permission because she reached out to me. So again, I thought this was all above board. I would feel the way you both feel if it was done to me. So I don't understand. So I do understand. I just hope that your frustration is directed correctly because it's not fair to the 3 people that had nothing to do with what transpired today. Y'all are my friends, and I would never put either of you in that situation. I do love y'all. Take care, and we will keep y'all updated. That's Betty. Let her, that is Betty in real life. Now, if she, what she say recently, I beat my wife. Does that sound like somebody who is hanging out with a abuser? I mean, okay, I'm gonna go to the comments, and then we're gonna go here. This is my ladies in the house. I'm gonna need you to pay attention to this. Who I got in here? You see that Beer Can Island? Yep. I gotta find the voicemail of her saying that the threat is at 0. You know what? Speaking of that fucking voicemails, give me a second here, y'all. Just because. Where's this weirdo at? Where's Josh's old best friend at? The other failed comedian. I know I didn't delete it. Here we go. And what do we have here? So this guy's canceled if you don't know who he is, but give me a second. I know it's here. Here we go. Hell yeah. Doug, No Thanks Investigates.
Give me a call when you get this, bro, or tomorrow, or whatever. We're going to do here shortly. Wanted to find out if you could do me a favor and see if we could do us a favor. Actually if we get Don Wells not to come on, but to talk to us and answer some questions. It's not going to be any hard questions. It's not going to be any crazy questions. I'm actually on his side right here trying to get answers, bro. And I think there's a few things that he could help out with that'll help a lot. Just stuff to do with the timeline. Has nothing. No, there's not going to be any finger pointing, nothing. So if you could get back to me and see if we could call him, or if you could give me his number, and I can just text him or email him. If he sends me his email, because his other one doesn't work. All of his old shit's gone. So let me know if it's possible so I can try to make something happen. I'm trying to find Summer, bro. I think we're really close, and I think if we can get him to talk and not get him too many crazy questions, he may just answer the rest of the stuff that we need through conversation. I know how to deal with him, bro. I think we can make it happen. It'd be huge. So let me know. Just want to talk to him behind the scenes, ask you a few questions, kind of thing. Nothing has to do with directly has to do with him, because obviously I'm promoting his innocence and
right.
Everything right now. So let me know, bro. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
So he's relentlessly texting me to please give him Don's number because I told Don to block him. I'm ignoring him. He leaves this voicemail here, basically begging me to do a interview with Don on his channel for subscribers because he knows how to deal with them and he's on his side and all. He's like worse than Josh. He wasn't promoting any innocence. He was 100% tragedy pimp, just like Josh was. Okay, that's all that is. But that's in real time. That is this dude literally need I say more? But I have one of Betty too. I gotta find it. It's coming. We'll do it next time. This is Receipt Mania tonight. All right, ladies. So what we have here is the guy's name is Dr. Brusco. Am I saying that right, babe? One in the chat if you know who that is. Dr. Brucato. This is the guy with the COVID thing, whatever. Josh has a... Listen to this shit. This is crazy. This testimony of somebody who will remain anonymous. I'm going to read this to you, and I want you to pay close attention to... I don't want you to judge because it takes balls to say what this woman says, but I want you to pay close attention to what is happening on a live stream what is happening on a live stream. Okay. I got to get a drink. I got butt mouth. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back to read massive receipts. What's up, Randy's watching? I saw you in here. I wish you nothing but luck on Tuesday. And it's so awesome that you guys have singly destroyed an intelligence agency. I got my fingers crossed, my legs crossed, my nuts crossed. I wish y'all all the luck in the world. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get the drink real fast, and then we'll get into this. Dr. Brucato. You got one in the chat, you know who it is. All right. We're back. We're back. So, Josh, back in Josh. Let me hit the comments real fast. Read the room real fast. What's up? What's up, G? What's happening? Delusional, somebody says I like it. Okay, cool. You do? Share the content. Yes. All right. So let me read you. Okay, this is going to be. I'm sure we'll keep it anonymous. I used to like Josh Lab, but now I realize the phrase "you can't polish a turd" applies to him. But believe it or not, the one guy who could have actually added some credibility to his show, his hoity-toity psychologist doctor guest, is actually the worst. Now, I don't know. I'm disturbed by Dr. Ricardo that it's hard keeping this in. Take it from someone who has the receipts to prove this. The doctor will sit on camera listening to callers bawling about something horrible, and he'll be sexting the entire time. Isn't that awful? I admit I was once a fan of his. He plays two women's vulnerabilities and their disappointments with men and cruises the chats for pussy. There's receipts on this, guys. Again, I don't want trouble from Josh Mercado. I hate frauds and creeps. Well, what can I tell you? I just observed this last night happening with another woman. I was conducting research for you guys last night. I'm not the only one. I'm just going to read the whole fucking thing. I'm not research for you guys last night to show I'm not the only one he did this to. But essentially what he does is he waits for the woman he's attracted to engage with him in the chats. Then he'll innocently suggest if anyone wants to email him, they can find his email online. However, he really only wants the one woman to email him. Interesting. Jenny said that almost verbatim in a whole different situation. I got to read this stuff off my phone. Okay. Second paragraph. Once she emails, he begins immediately probing for photos and personal info. Then he'll ask the woman to text him images or videos of herself naked while a live is on and talk to her throughout the show. How creepy is that? Like, think about that for a second. Like that'd be like me doing this live right now, or when Cross was on talking about a serious subject, and I'm like just think about that. Well, live is on and talk to her throughout the show. Usually it's a call-in show, and it could be grieving mother who lost her daughter, etc. But if you watch the shows, you'll notice him frequently looking down at his phone while Josh, Chris, or a caller is talking about something horrific. He's essentially a filthy pervert who uses YouTube as a way to engage with women who wouldn't have any interest in him in real life. Isn't that crazy? That's almost verbatim as what Miss Jenny told me years ago. Is that illegal? No. But I certainly think it's unethical. And if I were calling into Josh's show to talk about something personal or tragic, I'd want to know if the psychologist I'm seeking advice from is actually listening, cares, or if he's sexting women and looking at dirty images. Wouldn't you? Okay, so thanks. I'm gonna do that first. Thanks for at least exposing what a fraud Josh is. Looks like they're both disgusting men looking for an opportunity to take advantage of female viewers. I'm not talking about Josh doing this to me. I'm talking about Dr. Bricado during this to me on his show. You edited these, right, babe? Okay. You good? All right. So from the top, it's the one thing that turned me off. We are not exactly friends. Okay. We are like friends with potential. Okay. That's fair. But if you get all, you're gonna fuck the city and hurt me again. May just scream. For the last time, I'm not that girl. Okay. She's in the green. He's in the gray. Anyway, my dirty thoughts. You should send me something during this live. So I'll have to act natural. This is 2:29. So that's California time though. So depends what day it is. iPhone, you can clearly tell. Here's here it is. Here's where it ends. I'd have to act naturally, and not fall out of the chair. Like a picture? Excellent. If we have sex, ass play is a must, dude says. Weirdo. There's some things crossed out. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen what? Okay, I don't. Dude too. Ass play is a must. Weirdo. I mean, he does hang out with Josh. Explains it. Hey, is that all of them, babe? Huh? They wouldn't load. Try it. Send it. Let me see it. Hit send again.
It wouldn't load to let me save it. I'm like,
from the email or from Twitter?
You touch it and it pops up to show you the whole picture.
Oh.
Uh-huh. it would come up and say Little Tiny Square, and it wouldn't. It would like buffer a little bit and then stay gray. It wouldn't even have a picture to it.
Did you download them from the email? Save them?
It didn't. They were blank images, like I'm telling you. It didn't come in a picture.
All right.
I'm gonna try to show you.
Just screenshot it.
I don't know how to explain it.
Can you screenshot it? Yeah, let me see. All right. I gotta wait on the rest. I'll go to the chat real fast.
This is it. That's what it came up as. And so even to save it, it stayed like that. It didn't come up as anything.
You gotta open it. That's what that is.
No, Missy, look.
Let me see.
There's nothing that you can. It won't let me. And when I hit save on it, it don't save.
Being productive instead of destructive. Let me see it.
I'm just trying to show you. This is what
It's crazy, isn't it? It's gross. All right, give me a second while I figure this
I'm
out.
fixing to get ready to go to bed. I'm tired. It's late. I'm cold too.
Oh, what is it's all acting crazy. Hold on, man. I gotta downloading file. All right, I got it to work. It's downloading at least. Failed to download. Maybe so. Give me a second, y'all. I thought she had sent all this to me. I gotta go jump over here and do this real fast. What's the last thing that I said? Ass play, right? Huh? Oh, that's what they are. Okay, here they are. Yeah, because I didn't read these. Download. It's the phone. It's that one. Download complete. I don't know. It's like
Did it save or down? Because it wouldn't let me save it. It wouldn't let me do shit to it.
yeah,
It
it's
was
like
little-
flickering and shit.
Alright. I don't know. So
So where do you see this though, babe? Look. What is all this?
the first two that show up on that phone,
One,
the only two pictures that show up are the ones that you got sent. The rest was all fucked up.
But you got 4 things here.
I know. Well, you see the top one is green?
Yeah.
So you got those ones right there that you can see.
The
rest I couldn't do.
I see what you're saying. All right. Okay. All right.
So those are the ones I sent you.
Okay.
And then we downloaded it last night, remember? And all the downloads, I went into the gallery in the phone. All the ones that we tried downloading didn't show up in there. So I don't know. I wasn't gonna go searching through the phone to find where they may have been saved.
Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'm working on it. I got 1. So I got 1, 2, 3. So I'm missing 1, babe. Because look, see how that's looking? That's showing 4, right?
Yeah. Well,
But look.
on, but maybe you never listen.
Screen share. Damn, I was muted for all that time. My bad. How long would? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I got out. I don't know what the hell you guys didn't hear. I was just sitting here talking to myself. Yeah. So anyway, we figured it out. So we had a little technical difficulty on the phones. All right. There was a situation where there might be a phone number, but it might be his. So we decided that he is a doctor, and if I do accidentally don't have time to edit it, technically he owes me a solid, maybe a favor, because I'm like at that point I'm like an affiliate or a sponsor for him, and I should get a cutback. So yeah, we're gonna do like that. All right, so where were we? It's fine. I got cheated. I like colorful underwear. That's why. Okay. All right. I'll stop sending you stuff. I'm just in awe. I'm going to bed now. I know you don't like when I say these things, but you looked really good tonight. I'd have munched on every bit of you. I like it fine. I got cheated out of a video of your ass. Thank you very much. I said I stay like this. I like my Sonny like this. Oh, they have nicknames. Oh, and if you stop bringing up exes and other women.
Edit them. Like name her email and shit.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at it now. So anyway, this is crazy. So this is supposed to be like a serious live. Serious live. Like, so the dude's up there as a psychologist, right? Like literally just like gaslighting the whole audience. People are calling in Josh's hotline and they're saying, you know,
trying to be professional with Josh's list, and he's
Mhm.
you know, convincing.
It's the second person who said that. But anyway, you have this psychologist who's on the panel, taking in live phone calls, dealing with y'all's trauma, grief, real world issues.
Well,
Serious with it. And as the super chats are flying in, the dude is really talking about what kind of panties you have on. I like to play with assholes. I'm a hiney man. I like it in the butt. Can you put it in my butt for me, actually? Who knows what the hell this freak is talking about, right? It's weirdo shit, right? It's not really weirdo shit, but it's a place and time for it, right? It's a place and time for it. You know, it's crazy. But this is this guy's very credible, okay? Very credible. And he takes the audience serious. He takes everyone's concerns, problems, obviously he is very serious. Okay. And as Josh does, because Josh really cares about these kids. And I mean, we saw how he talks to the parents, you know. But you know, this is one of your green team members. The problem is like with the green team, like this is what I don't understand about Seth. Not to get off subject. Seth will complain. As I was listening to Every Day with Jay for Justice before I went live, and she's going over all these court details. And Seth is complaining that creator, or maybe it was TikTok Tony and Seth, that creators are attacking them, and they're getting maliciously attacked. This and that. How does he align himself with people like this? Bullhorn Betty. He doesn't never say a word. It just makes you like, what the frig, you know? Very strange, man. Very strange. Nobody can deny that. Nobody. I don't care who you think did what. You can't deny that. Doesn't mean that he did any crime or foul play. It's just very strange, y'all. All right, moving along. Panties, blah, blah. Josh is 100% watching this live right now. I would bet my life on that. So everybody, we're gonna just give him a couple waves in the comments. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Did you guys see how many times he asked Don about? Okay. All right, here we go. Apparently, she is some kind of true crime groupie. I'm not so foolish to think you won't talk to other women. Like, if you've been near criminals, she is hot for you. It's very sad. Maybe she's just hot for you. Then there are a few from other countries and older women. It's all very odd. I bet there are some lovely women who also want to capture your special attention. Let me ask you something. Okay. Do you know that I think you're a good person despite I read the chat back from last night. Some of those remarks were disturbing. Only if you wore a dangle earring, they want the D. Apparently, there's this small group of women of random ages who have a thing for me. How conceited is that? I don't know if I can compete against so many. I actually got a message from one of them, Melly. Oh, yeah? I didn't answer it. You know who I mean? I think so. So I'm not going to show this next screenshot, but I'll zoop through it. It's obviously because you all do YouTube. How funny is this? Okay, yeah, she's watching me. Never mind. So anyway, so what then is told to me, which I'm not going to show because I'm not going to ruin anybody's YouTube enjoyment, is that on live, explain that, babe. How they're like degrading the lady on live and shit. With with the digs and shit. When they're live, they're like talking about lady. I can't show it, so explain it.
Him and her talking?
No. So when I can't show, I'm not going to show it. So what she sent, what she sent was receipts of. So there's a fallout, right? There's a fallout now, but you saw that where that conversation was going. I can't compete with this, blah blah. So there's a fallout, and
and so
they're.
Are you talking about? Sorry. Well, you gotta give me more information.
I mean,
than,
you read the email.
No, I need more than that.
Okay, go ahead. Take. Yeah.
When after they fell out, he's like a petty bitch, and like he'll just sit there and they'll be like, it could be 1,000 people in chat. It don't matter because only one person is gonna know what he's talking about. So when he's like, yeah, I really hate when people act like this or they say that or they pretend to be whatever. That person knows that he's taking shots at her or whoever else it is that he's falling out with at that point. And nobody else realizes it. They just think that he's making a good, valid point, about something in the conversation. Meanwhile, he's just belittling her.
Yeah.
Without actually saying it to her. It's just a form of verbal and mental abuse.
Yeah. So like,
it's really it's just another way to abuse and hurt
right.
somebody.
So there's the fallout or whatever, but this has also happened. Jenny said this, and so did the other lady who hired the PI. So like, I'm sure the woman, if they got to that level or whatever, and salute to her for, took a lot of balls to produce all that. But you get to that level, obviously she likes the show. So now there's a fallout and you can't go back to the chat, right? I'm sure that she met friends in there, people, in all this, because there's like all these digs that, they'll say stuff when they're live. And then not only, it's not like a one-on-one thing, like the digs are like through 3 guys. So you got Chris McDonough, the doctor, and Fat and Freckly, all, you know, throwing a slide dig at her. So what, you know, it's obviously that everybody knows their business now. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it was explained. And I could show you all that, but I'm not going to. The person likes YouTube and, you know, you see your name and all that and whatever. We're not doing that. Plus, yeah, other things, you know, but y'all get it. So yeah, we were all over the place tonight. Why some people put so much time. Is that the truth? I'm going to go back and read the ones I missed. Yeah, actually, destroy the like button. I'm off the chat. That's cool. What'd you do? Come in and leave? Exposed eventually. That's so true. But that's your green team, man. He's acting like he's keeping Don's dirty secret to make. Yeah, 100%. 100%, Granny. Yeah, 100%. And I don't know if she's even still in here, but you know, most everybody in this chat, you guys know how to utilize Facebook. Facebook is like the most. Everybody likes to use Facebook. I like Twitter. I'd rather people like DM me on Twitter. You're way faster to get a response on Twitter than Facebook. But a lot of people have Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Probably everybody in this chat knows how to use it. Don don't. You know, he's not a social media person. You know what I'm saying? He's just not. He didn't understand like the delete the message game. You know. Listen, I've showed these receipts before, and I'm gonna go back and what we have like folders, tragedy pimp folders. I got Benny Keys folder, Ernie Shell folder, got the lab folder, right? We made them, you know, recently with yes, like all the old shit. Yeah. So this guy would like message him at like 3 a.m. Like, what is the point? What is the question? What's your question of a couch? What are you doing at 3 a.m? Crazy as hell, man. These people are like, and then you'll watch them like people bashing Seth. You just saw how he talks to a father of a missing child. It's crazy as hell, man. It's crazy as hell. People are scumbags. Like I said in the beginning of this, I'm happy, man. I'm happy that these 2 ladies are going to court. I wish this dude would have signed it. Really do. I noticed that none of the people wanted the link tonight that were so opinion. I noticed that. Amazing. 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 What's up, Northern Light? You don't like Facebook so much? I've tried to get used to X enough. So I got blocked by BJ. Badge of honor. Badge of honor. White boy, sweet dreams. Heading to bed, but listening to you until I fall asleep. I appreciate you, Noel. Stay safe and always blessed. Thank you for bringing all the lies to the light. Always. Thank you for being in the chat as long as you were. I don't care for social media in general, wifey. Yeah, but you like Facebook. You used to be on it a lot. Yeah, you know.
Fuck about fucking internet.
You used to go on Facebook a lot.
I care about people that are real and music in my room real, not like, you know, I can't touch you. I want to be able to hang out and enjoy life.
This is is this one of Blank Screen's alt accounts? But yeah, that's what. So we kind of bounce around, man. Y'all support Cross, good dude. I guess I'm gonna jump off here, but I do want to leave you with this. Oh, there was a couple more things, man. That I don't have enough time. We've been on here fucking almost 3 hours, but look. Let me see at the top here. Yeah, I've got time to do that one tonight. It's so long. So there's another green team guy. He's a weirdo. I'm just gonna make a video of that. I don't feel like it's just too long. I found them randomly, but yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, y'all. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. Listen to this. Here's your Joshua Diaz. Here's your Joshua Diaz begging me for 99 cents. Begging me for 99 cents. For real.
But he's not man enough to let you on panel and talk and like actually be able to respond.
I didn't even see you do this. Thank you. I thought I did it you too.
Huh?
You said $5? I know, Blank. Yeah. So, Blank, I know you have a whole bunch of alt accounts, but usually it's like blank screens, surgeon, blank dentist. All I know a lot of your alts. I just didn't know that was you. So I figured it was you. You know what I'm saying? I'm Daisy's. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I know exactly. I didn't know if that was a blank screen, an account or not, or it was just somebody called Blank. I got you now. I figured it was. He's got a bunch of accounts. Green team seems to be full of weirdos. Man, it gets deep. Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to shine that light on Josh's doctor friend. Y'all know now. Y'all have the insight. Dude looks down. Now you can go back from tonight back and take a look at Josh. Put together the test.
Problems that bothers you, burn your trust,
So weird.
and crush you.
Mm-hmm.
They hang out together, and they're a bunch of fat, fucking, smelly ass, nasty.
I wonder, like, think about this. I'm gonna let you guys go on this. You have a doctor, you have Chris, this doctor, and Josh. You have people calling in, right? Hey, my kid died, I really appreciate what you do. I had a missing kid, back 20 years ago. The cops never found him. I think that the family did this, or this parent's guilty, or this and that, or whatever it is, right? Imagine, we obviously know what's happening, right? So let's take the call line away. And now let's bring Steph Rogers in, right? And, or better yet, Christmas, when Josh had to get on panel. I wonder what's really going on. I wonder, as Seth's crying, and there's nothing wrong with that, but as Seth's crying out of, missing his son, I wonder what's really going on. Huh? I don't know. I wonder what kind of stuff's going on. I remember one interview type thing. It was Tik Tok Tony. It was Fat and Freckly, and it was Tik Tok Tony. And Josh didn't have much input. He said something about a lawsuit. But I wonder what's really going on. I wonder what's really happening on his phone. We know that, what I don't like about Josh, I don't like what he did to Don. I don't like how fake he is on the internet. But I hate cowards. These people are always trying to call me a racist or something like that. No, I hate guys like him. That's who I hate. I hate guys like him. You're really tough with these women. You're really, really tough with these women. You'll do them just any type of way. But old white boy had you sweating bullets. You were sweating bullets. We see it. We read it. And he's soft. He's soft as baby shit. He's soft. I challenged him to a sumo wrestler match. He weighs about 350 pounds, right? If he had a heart, right, all he had to do is grab me and fall on me, right? And fall on me, right? And he'd win the match, right? We do it for a charity, you know. Thankfully for him, he didn't do it because I can't sumo wrestle him. He's got like 250 pounds on me. So I was gonna put the suit on and I was gonna pants him and then run away. His little sauce chain out, right? So luckily for him, he didn't do it. But he's soft. He's soft. He's only tough with women. That's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Only women. He's not gonna do no dude like that. He's not gonna talk to no dude like that. He's not gonna rip off no dude. You know, none of that, right? Only a woman. Now he'll get sporty, he'll get tough on that keyboard, right? But I've heard him cry, do the ugly call, the ugly cry, right? We all have heard him do the ugly cry, right? Come on, man. That's a coward. That's who I hate.
More men are like that
Yep.
than you imagine. Just men
Facts.
are more bitches than actual women are.
No. Yeah, probably Danny. That's right. Josh did what Blank say? Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. He says Josh did Don dirty. Yeah, you're absolutely right. 100%. All right, man, I'm jumping off, y'all. Support Cross. Good dude. I'll link it up again. And we'll catch up again, y'all. We'll catch up again soon. Maybe this weekend, who knows? And upcoming parody. And I'm gonna make a parody this weekend. It'll have to do with somebody that you just learned a lot about. Until the next one, y'all. Y'all be safe, man, and be smart out there. Be smart out there.